So this is Euro Yen analysis for Thursday, the 19th of October. Now let's look what's happened with these markets here on the 18th. So on the 18th, we were at the beginning of the 18th, we were looking at prices oscillating around the 32 level. 3202, I'm pretty sure that's the weekly pivot. Let's just have a look on the charts, and let's just have a look to see where we are. Pretty sure it was. Yep, 32 being the weekly pivot. It was a pivot from a couple of weeks ago as well. So it was a strong level to expect for prices. Now, we did go all the way down to, on this 16th, we did go all the way down to this major level of support at 3170. Now, we did come up to this weekly pivot and oscillate around it for a pretty long period of time. Now, in and around the 32 level, we have had the 20 and 50 period moving average, further adding to support for prices. We've seen prices move to the upside, and we've not really seen much of a reaction as it broke the 200 and 400 period moving average and also broke above this weekly pivot at 32.83. So the bullish price momentum in the market at present, we would expect prices to continue upwards to test 33.45. If we do not see a strong bearish reaction from 33.45, I would expect prices to go on to test this major level of 134. If, however, we do test 33.45 and we do seem to get a bit of rejection, we might have retraced all the way back down to 32.83, from which we might use that as a springboard for another test of 33.45, potential break all the way up to 134. If, however, we do get strong bearish momentum that doesn't stall at 33.83, we'll be looking at the dynamic support being the 200 and 400 period moving average, currently both sitting in and around the 32.50 area, underneath which we'll be looking back again at 32, and below that 31.70. Now, I wouldn't expect prices to trade much below 31.70 because the next major level is at 30.60. I wouldn't expect that to be I wouldn't expect prices to proceed towards that level today on Thursday the 19th, but it's definitely a level to look at. To the upside, is it possible that prices may go all the way up to 134, currently at 33, 180 pips? It's unlikely we'll get all the way up to 134, but it's definitely a level to be looking at. So the overall trend is pretty clear from pretty much looking at the charts. We are in pretty much a strong bullish trend. I suppose in a way we might be in oversold territory, but overbought territory. But the overall move on the Euro Yen to the upside, we would expect continuation all the way up to 33.45 and 34. So let's just have a look at the higher time frames, and the higher time frames are supportive of the Euro Yen. I do remember that because we've been in very bullish territory. So let's just have a look what's happened with the Euro Yen on a monthly chart. So we had our lows here and we had a higher low. Strong indication of a bullish move to the upside. Now, at present, of the months that have closed, we've had 6 consecutive months of bullish price action on the Euro Yen. Currently, as we are trading above this month's pivot, or this month's open at 32.82, because we are at 33.22, are we? Yep, we do looked poised for a 7th consecutive month of bullish price action of the euro against the yen. So overall, on the execution time from the hourly, it is supported by the overall trend on the higher time frames, the monthly, and also we'll look at the weeklies. But again, if it is bullish on the monthly, again, it's very likely that we're going to be, after seeing such a strong trend, particularly on the monthly chart, we're going to see bullish momentum on the weekly chart as well, because the strength of this trend is quite remarkable. Now, we are heading up to the top of the Bollinger Band, but again, we did have a bit of a pullback from last month. So we are still bullish on this market, and we pretty much just trade what we see. So let's have a look at the weekly chart to see if there's anything contradicting. No. So on the weekly chart, we've had a series of higher lows and a bull flag. So we've had a higher low over here, higher low again. We did retrace quite heavily, which was somewhat concerning. Off the 400 period moving average here in black, as you can see on this chart. You can see the moving average here in black, and we did have a bit of a sell-off from there. And hold on, let's just get that correct. So this 400 period moving average was sitting at near enough 123. We did have a sell-off all the way back down to 115. Is it 115? Yes, all the way back down to 115. So a pretty strong sell-off from 120, from in and around 123, 124. Pretty much near 900 pips from the pretty much 900 pips from the 400 period moving average on the weekly chart. But we have found support, and what we did do is from there we broke to the upside, formed the bull flag, broke again, formed a bull flag underneath the 200 period moving average, and then broke again to the upside. I did say the bearish candles that we have seen over the past 3 weeks didn't appear to be reversal candles, and currently this week they've proven not to be. These candles are small in size in terms of their bodies, not indicating much strong bearish momentum, not showing the bears have taken control of the market, driving prices downwards and closing near the lows. So as the bodies are small, on this one occasion we did have a wick to the downside. I did interpret that as being bullish for prices. So far this week, again, we are seeing bullish price momentum continue, and we're seeing what appears to be a bull flag continuation pattern being developed. Now, let's go down to the daily chart, which should be more, yes. I'm not a huge fan of the daily charts because they can appear a bit more messy than the weekly and the monthly charts. But again, on the weekly charts, we have seen a series of higher lows. We have gone into this bit of a consolidation at the moment. So we do have a bit of a range up at 134 being the top of the range, and let's just see where the bottom of the range. And the bottom of the range being around that 131.70 level, in around that 131.70 level. That's where the bottom of the range is. Now, so far on the 18th, we did see this strong bullish candle down from the weekly pivot, and again we look poised to test the 134 level, above which we'll be possibly looking at 35.60. So that should wrap up the analysis for the euro yen. And before I go, LCS, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.